Back to Metal Rules TV, where the underground meets the playground. Got some news stories for you guys here.
Oh boy.
Okay. Guess who's got a new album coming out?
You.
Limp Bizkit. The album's called Stampede of the Disco Elephants.
Wow. It's very it's prolific.
Now,
no fucking comment.
Sound of silence.
yeah.
I liked Limp Bizkit.
See what I mean? This is what I gotta deal with. I told you there was some
School now and then will
questionability
pull
here.
out some of their CDs.
Oh my god.
Do you do it for the nookie?
No, I don't.
So you can
but
take a
that's
cookie?
yeah.
Stick
Wow.
with your
Then
ass.
you read a bookie?
Yeah. Some of the stuff was okay.
Yeah.
Right,
When
right.
it first met, it was
That's that whole
exciting and
rap.
new.
Let's heavy up the grunge and add a
You know
little
what?
rap. And
But
come on,
all those metal
man.
magazines had them on all the covers, and
I
then all of a
read
sudden,
them
when
magazines.
new metal
Ain't metal, that's bullshit.
wasn't happening anymore, they all turned their backs on them and.
I never owned any of that shit.
So what?
Yeah, swinging on the mainstream dick there.
I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore.
Well, my main question is that is how does a band go? We were talking about this earlier, but how does a band go from selling millions? I mean, they sold millions. They were selling concerts, and then like their last album, they sold like 5 copies. How do you go from selling like million? Why do fans desert big bands like that?
Media's got a lot of control over it.
Yeah, I know.
No, it ain't even that. I think that people really, saw the truth, and the truth set them free, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to
You
say.
can't polish a fucking turd, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it goes back to like look at real quick. Look at Maiden. Look at Power Slave, Peace of Mind. 84, 85. People. They play out now, and the only way that Maiden's able to sell any tickets is they have to. Oh, we're going to do a back in time tour somewhere, Route 666. Yeah. They have to play stuff like that because you go on and
I
on.
don't think they necessarily have to do that because I think they've gone out with their tours and not done their tours. Still did it all right.
Yeah.
I don't think they have to. I think they do that because they figure people want a lot of people coming in late, like on that. Like
I think that happened after, from what I can recall. I've seen him quite a few times, and I went through this because like it slipped in my mind the last album not
New metal kind of ran its ground. It had a good 10
one
year
before
Matter of
that.
Life and Death.
The Matter of Life and Death I think is a great album. It was that tour, and I saw them, and people they pretty much played the entire album.
From
People
start
were
to
like,
finish.
"What the fuck?" But I'm like, for me, it was
You don't want to hear
interesting.
it anymore.
It was new. It
Stuff,
wasn't
right.
the same old crap,
But
I mean, I saw a cover band in Germany that was playing all that with all the props and everything, and they were amazing. If you close your eyes, it could have been made. So it's for me. I've been hearing that for years. I want to see some new stuff.
The one I'm seeing next month is the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son tour. So
now, I saw that tour, so that's
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too.
Here in
88. I saw that in 88.
I'd rather hear the old stuff.
You should be coming to Ohio to the Warriors Metal Festival instead of going there for the 15th time. Well, let's say the first.
For him, it's
my
the first
second
time.
time.
Oh, it's your
He's
first
only
30 years old.
And the first time I saw it was when they played
Yeah.
Matter of Life and Death in its entirety.
So he needs to see that.
Yeah.
But not to take away from anything that Lauren said, because everybody can like their own bands, but he's looking at me. He's looking at me.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. I personally never really got into some of the Limp Bizkit and stuff like that, and I know like my wife's like, I can't believe you don't like that, and she's like, you should play this in a band. You should play this. And I'm like, I don't like that. She goes, how do you not like that? So it's an opposition because there's something about that sound that I don't like. Now you're saying why can they go from millions of records down to anything? If you look at if my opinion is that I feel that I didn't hear the big talent with them. Like nothing for them strikes on me. So I think the novelty wears off. Yeah. Whereas bands that were like heavy, like Priest,
was a turd, like I said.
Kid Rock was lucky. He started changing.
Right.
He saw.
Right.
He saw.
Well, you know what? It's
so that's what I'm saying. That's why I think that went out because it was like, oh, this was neat. The fad wore off. Like, yeah, now what else is on TV? You know what I mean? Type of thing.
For whatever it is, or whatever it's worth, that guy really is. He has a musical background. He's a little bit of a musician.
The guitar player.
No, what you just said about the other guy.
Oh, Kid Rock.
Yeah, he has a lick of talent in him.
Yeah, we don't wash his hair.
Well, that's all right, but I'm just saying. So if you have a lick of talent and you can do something, then you're always going to be able to, survive. People are like, oh, that guitar player. I'm like, well, what is he really doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's it. It's my opinion. Pins are like assholes. Everybody has one.
So the real
Everybody
question,
has two of them.
yeah. So the real question is, we all going to go out and buy a Stampede to Disco Elephants?
No way.
That's what we got.
If I buy that, I'm skeet shooting, man. Okay?
Oh.
No, not that kind of shooting, son.
That's the news?
Yeah.